Sliding in and loving, paying the bills, keeping things real, man, you know the deal. But when it's time for me to unwind, I gotta go someplace where the sun can shine. And there ain't no better place than out in the country. There's gold in them hills and I'm gonna find it. It's a sight to see, you can't believe how the color of gold makes you lose control. Well, there's gold in them hills and I've got the fever. And there ain't no other place that I'd rather be.
I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank, it ain't that long.
Well, good evening once again. Hello all to Radio World, or whatever you call it. It is Wednesday, April 17th, 2024. Another Wednesday. Let's see what is happening today. Today is National Banana Day. That'd be nice on this nice hot day, a banana split. Wouldn't that be good? It's National Crawfish Day. It's National Cheese Ball Day. See, on this day in history, 1970, the Apollo 13 suffered a malfunction on its way to the moon and had to return to Earth. Let's see what else is going on. 1790, Benjamin Franklin dies. Wow, 1790. That's a long time ago. He was 84. 1961, Bay of Pigs. Cold War begins. 1964, the Ford Mustang debuted at the World Fair. I thought it was older than that. 1964, huh? 1945, Americans seized 1,100 pounds of uranium in efforts to prevent the Soviets from developing a bomb. If it's your birthday, happy birthdays. You share birthdays with Jennifer Gardner. She's 52, born 1972. And, of course, J.P. Morgan. He would have been 75 if he was still around. 1837 to 1913, he died. Well, that's a long time ago. Okay, that's what's happening in the world. Now, here's the rest of the story. Let's see what else we got going on here. We're going to try some stuff tonight. Get rid of some of this junk I don't need. Let's see. Oh, let's see who's in the chat room. Let's see who's all popping in here. Let's just go back up here. Paul is first. Rubber ducky prospecting. Let's see. MG Toe. Steve Collier, hello. Craig Carter, hello from sunny Arizona. It is sunny Arizona. It's hot, isn't it? Yes, it is. Getting warm. Today was a little bit warm. Terry Curry, Bobby Vanzel, hello. Neil Young. Yeah, I won't go there. Don't say Neil Young will sing us a song. Bruce, hello. Golden then some, yes. Don G, good evening. Buck Rackley. Mike Markle, hey, hello. Randy's Treasures Adventures, hello. Okay, I know you guys are starting to pop in there. What else is going on? What can we talk about? You guys see gold broke a record, man. It went over $2,400, but it did drop again. Let's see, gold right now is at $23.69. Man, it is just like continuing to go up there. Silver, $28.29. Yoo-hoo. Yes. Nice. Gold. So I went up to Meadview. I got back yesterday. I spent about 4 days up there. I didn't find any meteorites. I didn't hunt a lot for meteorites, a little bit, but didn't find any. I found only 2 pieces of gold. That's all I found. 2 little pieces of gold. They'll be in the prize wheel. I looked all over. It was windy as hell. You know, detectors, it's hard to detect when it's windy because it seems like that wind interferes with your hearing. It interferes, seems to blow on the wires and just causes havoc. Let's see. Terry says, first Mustang was 64 and a half. Had one look good, doing in a straight line. The shots in the corner. Yeah, huh. I had a Mustang, but I don't remember what year it was. I had a Mustang 2 also. Okay. So that's what's going on. Also, yeah, so I just said, so that gold will go into a wheel. I just posted, figured we'd start a wheel. That's at Gold Fever Radio on Facebook. You can go to see that. Some of the prizes. Got all types of prizes, some meteorites. And anyway, you got to go to the prize wheel. There's a metal detector, the Simplex, the Ultra EX Simplex detector. That'll be like the top prize of that's a nice detector. So it'll be the detector and then a whole bunch of other prizes too. So Gold Fever Radio on Facebook. You can go there to check that out. Or on my personal page too, as Jack Tucker. You can go there too. You should follow them pages if you don't already. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. You know what I need to do is I need to find somebody that's like a video guru that can put like add videos to songs, stuff like that, you know. Let's see. Summer is about here. Oh, I'll do something. Skype. We haven't been trying to do some Skype. So I'm going to give you guys Skype number, and we're going to see if the call-in of Skype will actually work. I was kind of screwing around with that today. Let's see. So I'm going to give you guys the Skype phone number here. And then if anybody wants to call in, you're more than welcome to, as long as you're good. If you're not good, I'll have to chop you off there. Let's see. Okay, so there's the phone number. I just posted it in the thing there. 928-415-1563 is our Skype number here. So you can call it, and we'll see if it will work. I think we tried it once a long time ago, and I could hear it, but people out there, you guys couldn't hear it. So I don't know if anything's been fixed or not. I've tried some new stuff. I've tried to hook up a mixing board. I was kind of screwing with that a little bit today, trying to get that there to work, but I don't know if it does or not. So you guys will have to be my guinea pigs. Okay, so that is what's going on that there. And other than that, Janon, hello. And Mark, hello. Hey, Janon, did you find out if you had a meteorite or not? Or was it a meteorite or meteor wrong, as they say? I say it was a meteor wrong. What did your group tell you that it was? A right or a wrong? I got a no message. What does this here say? Oh. Oops. Oh, you know what I think maybe I should do? So you didn't say what it was. So I'm waiting to hear that there. Let me play this commercial. Let me get my commercial out of the way before I forget it. Let me do that. I'll be right back.
ICMJ, the International California Mining Journal, was first published in 1931, 93 years old this year. Since our first issue, our goal has remained the same, and that is to provide miners with a voice, a marketplace for their goods and services, and to offer expert advice and tips from our knowledgeable writers, miners, geologists, all in the field. We still offer our 12 and 24-month print subscriptions, but keeping up with the times and with our reader requests, the digital online subscription option allows for a simple and gorgeous reading experience using your preferred technology, your phone, your tablet, or computer. Sign up for our print, online, or both print and online at www.icmj.com or call us at 831-479-1500. For our advertising services, both display advertising and classifieds, select the miners market section or call us. Happy prospecting.
Happy prospecting. Okay, so I hate to forget that there, so got that there ready. They thought it was magnetite, like you said. It's a cool rock, though. Okay, meteor wrong. Because it's always hard to tell. A lot of people think that the magnetites, those hunks like that, do look like meteorites. So that's why. Dallas Wright. He is right. Hello. I used to have, actually, there's a whole bunch of them. They say that where you find those big hunks like that, you can find good gold around there, or hunks of gold too, because the theory is that travels further and further down the wash, and it gets broken up, and your black sands. That's what that is. It turns very fine, and when it turns very fine, then that's the kind of gold you're going to find. But if you can find that chunky black sands, big pieces like that, then you can find big gold. At least that's the thought behind it. So let's see. Tumbra volcano erupted on this day in 1815, killing over 80,000, and was blamed for frost and snow in New England. Oh, well, that's nice to know. Thank you for that, Paul. There were trumpet plants. Trumpet plants is another sign for gold. Doesn't mean there's gold in the area. It just means that there's mineralization in the area, because the trumpets like mineralization, and so does gold. Gold 23.70 today. Yes, it did. Gold went up. Let's see. Okay. So anyway, so I'm answering text too. East Indonesia, prick prospecting. Hello. Okay, so anyway, so that's what's happening, guys. There's not a lot going on. The ground here is starting to dry out a little bit. The summer is coming. The heat is on. Campground is clearing out fast and furious. Everybody's leaving town, as they say. Good time Charlie's got the blues. And some's got to leave and some's got to stay. Well, everybody seems to be leaving. So that's where they're going to. They're all leaving town. The RV spots are packing up and emptying out. So the ground's starting to dry out, so we can get out and maybe start doing a little bit of prospecting and find us some of that little bit of that gold. I did get to do some dry washing when I was up there in Meadview, so I did get to do a little bit of that. But that was about it. Mostly kind of did a lot of cleanup and stuff like that. I'll have to plan to go back. Know that we're going to do our, I know we kind of talked about that. I got to come up with the date. Our Patreon outing is going to be in the Gold Basin. We'll do meteorite hunting and gold nugget hunting. It'll be in Gold Basin area. It'll probably be in November, so I'll have to come up with a date for that there. But we'll plan to do that there. But you guys will all get the emails about all of that there. So when that happens there. Oh, nobody called in. Nobody called the number to see if this Skype line works. 928-415-1563. I need to know if you guys are probably all on your phones and stuff, so you can't make any phone calls when you're on your phones, can you? Or do you guys call in and it's not working? Is that what's happening? 1563. I'm lazy. 928-415-1563 is the Skype number. We got to know if the Skype number is working. What do I have to do? Do I have to say, like, I got a pen to give away? says Gold Fever Radio on it. I got a roll of tape to give away. This says duck on it, but oh, and somebody is calling right now. Let's see. Hello? Hello, who's this? Hey, well, I hear you, but I'm wondering if everybody else out there can hear. If they can hear both parties talking, that's what I'm wondering. I mean, it works for us, but can everybody else hear? So you guys out there, do you hear it in the background, or can you still hear it? Do you hear us talking? Yeah, that's what Mark says. So everybody's saying no. So apparently, for some reason, it's not being broadcasted out. So that's what I still have to work on. I don't understand this thing, so I have to screw with it still. But all right, well, hey, thanks for calling. Okay, talk to you later, man. Thanks. Okay, so I guess here, Jack, not the caller. So some reason it's not coming through. I don't understand. Oh, here's another caller. So people are calling in now. Hello? Yes, hi there. Who's this? Oh, hi there. I guess people can hear me, but they can't hear you. Or they can't. Okay, so I've got to work on that still. But alrighty. Well, hey, thanks for calling in. Oh, all right. Thanks, man. Take care. Okay, so that's the thing. So I still got to work on. I don't understand how this all works, guys. You guys can hear me, but not the caller. So I still got to work on it. I even brought a mixing board in, thinking I could put the microphone and that in through a mixing board. If it ain't broke, don't try and fix it. I got to figure out how to take calls though. So how to make that work in the I go to Google it and it tells me to do all these things and it says like do something. Well, I don't even have those things on my screen where they're telling me to do, so I can't do it. But I wanted to be able to take the Skype. I mean, the calls like that to call in, like a radio show. We'll take caller number 9 for a trip to your backyard. Cheers. Some kind of pairing or sync. Yeah, I'm not sure, like, because it comes through the thing, but somehow check your audio input sources, sound panel, and see if it needs to be enabled for the Skype input. Well, if I go to my settings and I go to my audio and I go to speaker, right now my speaker is set for on my Bluetooth on my headphones, or my earbuds is what my speaker is set at. I don't know if that, you think that has something to do with it? That I need to set my audio instead of on the earbuds, I need to set it to like speaker or something. Is that what I need to do? Your sound same as in live. That'll do it. Okay, so let me go back into audio. So if I get rid of, I got to my choices is my Bluetooth head or wireless stuff. Then I've also got speakers, real R audio. Looks like those are my true wireless headphones. Wow, that's communication. So try speakers audio. Okay, so if I go to speakers audio, are you using OBS? No, I'm using what they call StreamYard. Is all I'm using is a StreamYard. In OBS, I would have to set an audio input source for that device. Yeah, I don't use OBS. I don't think so. It needs to come through the computer. Okay, so I'm not using my earbuds anymore. So you can call back again. We'll see if that works then. How's that? But I'm afraid of feedback too if it comes through the speakers. Claude Hopper, hello, greetings. Okay, so it's going through. Right now I can't hear nothing. So I can't hear I couldn't hear myself anyways, but if it's anything to do with the commercials or anything, I can't hear. Okay, try to call in again. There we go. Hello there.
Hello there.
Can you hear now?
I can hear you.
Can you hear you?
I can't hear me. Oh, there it is.
Oh, do you hear you?
I do now.
Oh, really? So that's going to work?
It's going to work.
Oh, so and there's no feedback?
I hear no feedback. Sounds nice and clean.
Wow. Hey, that's pretty cool then. So this is how it's going to have to work then. Nice.
Most excellent.
So I can't use earbuds then or headphones. So I got to put them away then, I guess. Cool.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
Cool.
All right. Well, let's get back to it.
Well, hey, thank you. Unless you want to tell us any prospecting stories.
The only good one was a few weeks ago. We were metal detecting, checking out new places, and I found an 1858 seated Liberty S mint quarter with a far left mint mark. And it's one of 7 in the world. I'm getting it graded now. Hopefully it's worth something.
Wow, hey, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. That's worth way more than any of the gold we found all weekend.
Well, that's probably cool too, because we don't, sometimes we don't find gold, but we find other cool stuff.
That is for sure.
Yes. Cool, man. Well, hey, all right, man. I'm glad it's working.
Yep, me too. All right. We'll talk to you later, Jack.
Okay. Take care, man. Thanks. Okay.
Bye-bye.
So, Craig says we're basically hearing your speaker. So are you getting a feedback with that, or is that all working fine? You hear both parties okay, and not a lot of the static or feedback and all of that? The Wonder Man, you did that. Hey, all right. All's good? Hey, all right, guys. Woohoo! It only took I got a Skype number, 2 years ago? And I kept it for a year, and I never figured this out, and it expired last November. So I went in there, and I had to get me another Skype number for another year. And so I thought, well, now I paid for another year. So, but hey, cool. So this one works. So this one will work then. Cool the mundo. Gold was much easier to find when I was younger. That's true. There was a lot more of it out there too. It was very clear. Good. Heard no feedback in my ear on the phone or in live stream. Awesome. Glad to know that. All right, guys. You guys are my test subjects. So, yes, I'm glad to know that it worked out. Cool the mundo. Anybody want to call in and tell us any prospecting stories? Hey, go for it, Feel free, now that we know we got a working number and everybody can hear you. So that'll be the number from all time out. Will be our new, I didn't want to say test dummies. I didn't want to say that. That's why I say test subjects. That's a much better test subjects. So anybody can call in and tell us their prospecting stories then. I know everybody's got prospecting stories. Everybody's got a story to tell. So now you know the number, so you can call in at any time. And now I figured this would probably take some time. There wasn't a guest. Somebody said that I could pre-record it and then play it, to be a guest. So I may have to do that one day, pre-record something. But I hate to, pre-record and then it's just a pre-record, because then you can't ask live questions. So Josh Cooper, hello. TJ, hello. Guinea pigs. No, guinea pigs. That's a bad thing. Test subjects is just a lot nicer nicer name. So I didn't have a whole lot to really, talk about. Gold went up there to Meadview. Summer's here. Everybody's leaving. Got to get up. The quarter I found on the road, a reminder to detect the road because you never know what you will find. That's true. A lot of people avoid the roads because there's some trash on the roads, from all the vehicles and stuff like that. And I know that when I detect one side of the road, I tend to not detect the road when I walk across it to get to the other side. And I think basically it's because there was a lot of trash on the road. That right. Did you ever make it out to the spiral staircase mine? I did not, Daryl. I did not. Maybe I'll have to plan that the next rendezvous that they have. We'll have to plan a trip out there. But I never did make it out to the staircase mine. So found a lot of trash, but that was a treasure. I bet it was. I like finding treasures. They're just as cool as to, like you find old buttons and stuff like that there. Those are really cool. Cool to find that type of stuff like that there. Hey, that's so cool to do that, isn't it? Craig Carter, thank you, buddy. A super sticker. Awesome. That's just for the test subjects, huh? Awesome. So, but no, finding cool stuff, like if I can find sometime, I'll find an old, like military button or a snap or something. And those are pretty cool to find that type of stuff and treasure hunting. Sometimes old, homesteads and mining camps. Help with the Skype bill. Oh, hey, cool. Thanks, Craig. Steve, don't forget the Mind Lab 35th anniversary. Sale starts tomorrow. Manticore is $11.99. Somebody was telling me about that earlier. I've got the Manticore. I didn't really care for the Manticore. I'd go for the 900, I think. But no, Manticore, they're all, I don't know. They're all 50 cents of one and $2 of another. Best thing I've found is a buckle from a horse bridle from the mid 1800s. That's pretty cool too. So, but yeah, those type of treasures are always fine. You're walking up looking for kind of gold and you stumble across an old military button or something. I mean, I was in this field one time that somebody told me it was where General Patton was at once upon a time, and I found a lot of trash and tin cans. But then I found this, it was a button, and when I researched it, it was 1942 Army button, which was really kind of cool. It had the stars all over it. And I found a lot of cool stuff out here in the yard, in this old stage stop and stuff like that. Your old tax tokens and gasoline sign things. And anyway, just a lot of cool stuff. So I just love to detect and find cool stuff. I used to hate detecting once upon a time. I know some of you guys I've told that story to. I used to have a mining claim, and all I was into was dry washing. And all these people kept coming down, and they were metal detecting all the time. And they kept saying, "Oh, we thought we were on this claim." "No, you're not on that claim." And I got so tired of these metal detectors, guys. So me and this other guy, one weekend, I bought these huge sacks of BBs. And we just drove all over that claim, and we just threw handfuls of BBs all over that claim. Well, they kind of screwed it up for metal detecting. I could still, to this date, people will still tell me they find BBs out there. Jackie, surely stock up on all those wonderful Mind Lab detectors. He secretly loves Mind Labs. Yeah. The 6,000 rocks. Well, I do use the 6,000. I use them because they're easy to use. I guess I hate to say that. I wished I've said it before. I wish Garrett would produce some more high-end detectors. They have that Axiom, and I think that's a decent machine. It's got more of a learning curve on it, and the learning curve is what scares me and other people because you got to learn that. 6,000 is just turn on and go. Gold Monster, just turn on and go. But that's what's nice. And You know, the Equinox is just an easy machine. It's got the number system on there. So, and they're, anyways, that's all we'll say about them. Maybe one day Garrett will like me and want to sponsor me or something like that, because Mind Lab apparently don't want to. We just like giving you grief. We all appreciate what works. I know you do, Craig. I know you do, buddy. You got the 7,000, and I swung the 7,000 for. I think I only found one piece of gold with the 7,000, and so finally I ended up selling my 7,000. I had to pay taxes. I had to pay taxes on my place, and that was a lot of money. So that was another reason I sold. I wasn't really using it anyways. Figured out someday I can always buy another one if need be. But that's a cool machine if you want to swing that garbage can lid full of cement, because it's pretty heavy. But they'll go deep, and I've seen them go deep, but that's got some pretty cool stuff on it. My monster's okay, but a lot of our California creeks have so many hot rocks, it is worthless. Looking for a slightly used 2300 now. 2300, that's a PI machine, so you're not going to pick up all your hot rocks. With the gold monster, yeah, to get rid of hot rocks, you're just going to have to turn that gain clear down, or your sensitivity way down. And the more you turn your sensitivity down, then the more you're going to lose your surface, to find your smaller pieces of gold. I sold my 7,000 a couple months ago. Still have the 2,300 and 1,000. May pick up a 6,000. Yeah, the 6,000 is a good one. I think mine is older, and I've heard that they have a shielding problem or a grounding problem, and people were sending them in to get that fixed. And I think that was part of my problem, because it's so chattery. And if you just go over a little bush or a little weed, just the smallest weed, it goes off on you. Or if you accidentally bump a rock, or you bump into a branch or anything, it's just constantly almost going off. So you have to keep backtracking and all of that. But I don't know if that has to do with that shielding problem or not. That I don't know. I like that the Axiom has iron discrimination with the double D coral. And that is very true. I like that as well. And I've been seeing and hearing a lot of positive about that Axiom. And I know I found a couple pieces of gold with the Axiom, but I didn't give it enough workout. So I went back to the 6,000. Can you imagine having the 6,000 when you went to Alaska? Oh, I know. God, I think of that so many often. I wished I had that 6,000, because all the gold I found up there was with my monster. And yeah, God, the 6,000 would have been awesome to have up there. Hey, Jack, got to run. Got a Skype call from East Coast 908. Take care, Steve. Let's see. Thomas Pennyweight, folks. Hello. Sounds like a bad coral. Oh, that could be true. Well, I have put the other corals on there, Well, I use the Coral Tech coral is the one I use on mine. I think it's the 9-inch Coral Tech, the round. I have the elliptical too, but that was just too heavy. And I like the lighter coral on there, so I tend to use that there. Weed marijuana detector. Yeah, that's a different type of weed there, Craig. But it will detect all of that type of stuff. So Mega Silver Stacker. Howdy. Oh, well, thank you. Aren't you sweet? Maybe it's a bad coral, but no, somebody was telling me anyway that the 6,000 has a shielding problem, apparently a grounding problem or something. And maybe I had one of the earlier ones, and they're fixing them. And I have had people tell me that they have sent theirs in to have that fixed. But mine might be out of warranty now, so I may not be able to do that. They don't like to talk to me anyway when I call them. They just ignore me. They don't take. They got my number blocked when I call them. It just goes to voicemail. They don't want to hear me anymore. Woody had a video on why the 6,000 was noisy. Oh, never saw that. I'll have to. I should get Woody on the show one time. He's yeah, huh. I think the reason the 6000 is so noisy is because it is very EMI sensitive. It picks up EMI so easily, and that's why they have this separate, that other coil that comes with it is for EMI. Some people I know, they just use that one. I've never really tried that out there detecting. I should maybe do that one day. But I just wish that the 6000, like when you have your threshold and when you turn it down, it's just that steady hum. Well, the 6000 is it's all over the place. It doesn't have that steady. It's the amplifier for the speaker. Is that what it is? The noise in there? I got kind of hay fever, so I'm kind of plugged up. So if you hear me kind of nasally, like whatever his name is, John Dillon, or not John Dillon. What's that singer's name that I can't believe he ever sang anything because he was so nasal, or could ever be a singer. Uh, but anyway, so I got to get that fixed. But maybe I should try the other coil on there up at me, because if you get too close to power lines, you can't detect with that. So you got to put that other coil on it too. So maybe I ought to switch it. It is heavier, and I don't like to use the bungees and all of that. I don't like to be restricted and have to keep disconnecting and blah blah blah. But I like the fact, I wish that the 6000 would, Bob Dylan, thank you, yes. Oh, everybody wants to get stoned. That, like that would discriminate, or how, like on the Gold Monster, where it'll show you iron or non-iron, ferrous or non-ferrous. That'd be awesome if that 6000 could do that. And they say, well, it can't do that because it's a PI. Well, no, that's bullcrap, because Axiom did it. So they could do it too if they wanted to, but they'd rather just. I'm waiting for them to come out with the 9000, MindLab 9000. That's going to be pretty soon coming out, or the 8000. MindLab 8000, and it's going to cost $12,000, the next one that comes out. But because they have to be releasing something, so what do they do now? They just lower the price on all their other detectors to try to move some of them out of there. But they'll be coming out. You watch, they'll be coming out with the 8000 or 9000s here soon, and it's going to be $12,000. Steve Peasley, hello. Where you at, Steve? You could have a new career, Jack. What career is that? Yeah, I need a new career because this one here is not all that great. You in Arizona still, Steve? Cheers, everybody. Anyway, so that's why Turkey Creek. Oh, that's right. You were going up to Turkey Creek. I bet it's a singer. No, that's no good up there. I've never been a singer. Is it cold up there though? Isn't it? I agree with that prediction. Just talking with a buddy about that the other day. Yeah, because they haven't come out with anything, lately. Which is still stupid. So they had the Equinox 600, the 800. So all they had to do was just, did a software update on that, but instead they come out with the 700 and 900. And it's the same machine, just more software in there. So, change some stuff here or there, but same, and then they come out with that Manticore. The only cool thing about the Manticore is it has the that bar graph on there, and I still think that's, anyway. Let's see, Steve, the Nugget Finder Exceed 12x7 runs quieter on the 6000 of the Kroltech, but not quite as sensitive. And I have heard that it is quiet, a little quieter. I haven't heard that it's not as sensitive though, but I have heard it's quiet. That Kroltech is very sensitive. I mean, it's picked up the smallest little dinky pieces of wire that you can't even see. So I know it's very sensitive, and that could be why it's just so noisy and chattery so much, because it is just so sensitive. 35 degrees this morning. That's pretty cold. Pretty cold. It was here. It was probably about 47 degrees in the morning. Still cold enough to use a heater. I put the heater on in the morning when I get up, and the air conditioner has been on during the day. But here I'm in what I call well, it started out as a studio room, but then it turned into a junk room. It turned into a mining room, a museum, a guitar place. It's got thousands and thousands of books hundreds of books over there. Books on every subject related to mining, of course, and a few other choice things too. But all types of stuff. Okay, so we do have our Skype number. So if anybody ever wants to call in and share your stories with us, you can feel free to do too. So don't be afraid to do that. And I'm just checking gold, see if it did anything different. 2369.60 gold is right now. So it went up a little bit. So buy gold. Let's see. Did I ask you guys? I try to post a video, and the number is 928-415-1563. Thank you, Paul. Did I ever ask you guys? I post a video every weekend, Saturday or Sunday, generally Saturday, sometimes Sunday, but I post a video every weekend. The last few of them has been about treasure hunting. Do you guys like treasure hunting videos, or do you like the gold hunting videos? I've heard people don't really like the metal detecting videos because that just gets old. I have heard people say that they like to, they want me, like I said, I would do the 900, the Equinox 900, and show you some techniques and different things about that. And the same with the 800 and all the others. They're all the same. Mark says I like both. Okay, cool. All of it. Like to mix it up. That's cool. Can you get pictures at that number as well? What's that, Dallas? Can you get pictures at that number as well? Oh, you're talking about on the Skype number? I don't know. I don't know if that's possible or not. That I've never tried. Exploring and tall tales while finding gold. Tall tales. We could tell you some tall tales. Exploring and tales. Yes. Okay, well, that's interesting too. Because sometimes I think that, some people may not like out exploring and hiking around and seeing stuff, and other people say they do kind of see that. I like when you find gold, especially nuggets. I do too, Mark. The bad thing about metal detecting is, you can go out there and hunt for, say, 3-4 hours is about all I can hunt for. And I can film all of that and show you all the trash that I dig. But, at the end of all that, I have to condense all that down to maybe a 15-20 minute video. And if I'm not finding any gold, I'll still show that because that's realistic. You don't always find gold every time you go out. And that's something that I think some people appreciate that, that not every time you go, you get gold, because you get a false sense of that you find gold. Also, when you test equipment. I used to know people used to come in when I had the mining store there in Wickenburg years and years ago. People would come in and want to rent detectors because they wanted to go out and find gold, because somebody always used to go out and find gold. Every show they came up with, they always used to go out and find gold. And I used to say, reality.
I made up my mind to spend my life looking for gold. That old gold bug really bit me good, and I'm doomed, so I've been told.
So you guys know what I'm talking about. Test equipment. So yeah, I've video that I've got coming up. I was up in Meeview and I ran the Royal dry washer. So I was testing the Royal dry washer for the first time. So I'm using that there. So that's a video that will be coming out. And like I said, somebody wanted me to do the Equinox 900. That's my driveway sensor. It tells me somebody's coming in and out of my driveway. I hear them leaving. They go out slow, and then they fly down the road. So somebody's going into town or something. So, anyways, did you like the Royal? You know, I was surprised with it. It's very lightweight. It's easy to set up, very lightweight, and it has the riffles in there, and I like that style of riffles. It seemed like, the motor I could run almost just above idle, which I really kind of liked. So it has some really good potentials. I used to always think that like the 140, the Keen was probably the best dry washer out there. But after running that Royal, man, they kind of probably copied Keen maybe a little bit, but it's got the two style of riffles in there. I like that on a dry washer. That have the Hungarian style, and it has the regular style. The only thing the Royal didn't have on it, and I showed that in the video, they didn't have your dead air spaces on there. So I had to create the dead air spaces, and I showed that in the video that dry washers have to have that dead air space. So that's on that video there that I have coming up. Most dry washers nowadays, they have made it where there is the dead air space in there forever. How they do it, whether it's through tape or whether it's through the under part where they cut it at, they will create that, but this one did not, so I had to do that. My videos, I usually find gold, but some of my weigh-ins at the end are only 0.111 grams. Somehow we managed to beat the skunk when I run the camera. That's pretty good. Sometimes I just set the camera up and then I'll detect, and if I find something, then I'll show the close-up as I dig it, or I won't. Sometimes I'll show if I really think it's gold after I, scrape the surface and start to dig down a little bit and the target's still there, then I'll put the camera there to watch as I dig it up. But if it's, scraped down and it's already out, I'll just basically show a piece of lead or whatever it is. Now it says, was just curious if you could get pictures sent to your live, and then your followers can talk about it and give their opinions on it. Yeah, I don't know if you can send pictures through Skype or not. You can always try it, and we'll see what happens. Send a picture to Skype. Let me see what happened. I mean, I could try that too, or one of you guys could try to send a picture to Skype. Let's see. Let me find a gold picture. Let's see. So let's just take this one right here. And then let's just go to, oops, that's not how you do that. Or is that there? Okay. Let's do that to, let's see. You got to do that for a phone number, don't you? So I don't have that phone number. Let's see. Create, save the files. Oh, so I'd have to, okay, I know what I got to do first. I got to go to the phone numbers first. I got to dial the number in. 928-415. No, that's not what I have to do. 1563. That's not what I have to do. Kill that. That's not going to work. I thought I could just take a picture and go into what I wanted to do. Nope, that is not going to work. Go into airdrop, message, mail. Video. How come I can't send it through a phone number? Messages. Let's see what messages would be like. 2. Let's try that. 928-415. Oh, Blake Shelton came up. Wow. Do I have his number? 1563. Okay. I'll send a picture there. I didn't get nothing. Dallas says I sent one. Yeah, I sent one too, and it didn't come through. So I guess can't get pictures. I guess can't get pictures. Oh, so I told you that started a wheel with some prizes on detectors and all of that. There's 3, 4, 5 numbers have already been taken. So you guys actually can jump on there. I was going to say a head start before it actually started, but I posted that just before it went on the show. Okay, so I guess you can't send a picture. The only way you can send a picture is you have to send it to me in advance. Like if you send a picture through email, then I can copy it and put it on here. That I can do, in advance. I know people have done that on the show. So like I have to go to like that. See, there's a map. That's a background. Gold nuggets. But then I could put that on there. Let's see, here's one of my favorite. This one was in Mead View. Let me take me off the screen. This is one of my Mead View pictures that some gold nuggets that took me a couple weeks to find. That's not the good one either, though. But so anyway, I could do it that way. If you pre-send a picture, then I could post it there. Yeah, so that's the way we'd have to do that. So if you want to pick, oh, I got a black screen now. What the hell happened? Wow. I shouldn't be messing with stuff. Sometimes I mess with things and then all of a sudden I go dormant. Let's see. I think I had supposed to have this there. Nope. Wow, hey, that's cool. I said black there now. What happened to my screen? I lost my regular screen. Huh. Wow. Oh, it's this one, isn't it? Wow, that one kind of looks cool. What do you guys like? Let me get rid of me here. Do you like, or do you like this one? I think that's the normal one I had. Black or white? It's an eclipse. Yeah, so pictures won't come through. So the only way, if somebody has a picture, they want to just email it to me, and then you can say like, post during the show so we can talk about it or something. Then I can put that in there to get ready to post it, and then you can call in and I can put it on and we can talk about it that way. That's the only way that's going to work. Okay. All right, guys. That's all the information I got to talk about. That's all the stuff I got to talk about. Another Wednesday. So we'll go ahead and call this a night. As soon as I find my end screen, which should be like about there. Okay. All right, guys. You guys all have a fantastic day. Remember, the wheel has started. It's up there, Gold Fever Radio. Go check it out. You're on Facebook. If you're a YouTube subscriber, thank you. If you're not, go subscribe to the channel at Gold Fever Adventures. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys all for hanging. And thank you guys all for supporting and coming in and all of your type of stuff. But I appreciate all you guys. So you guys all take care of yourself. Have a fantastic week. And until our paths cross again, be safe, everyone.